Hey everybody, welcome to the Drowning Pools podcast. This is episode 22, and yeah, we're doing alright. It's been a rough week.
Has it?
Yeah. Well, I should say it's rough last 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not great. Snake died, cat died.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is a twofer right there.
Not great week. But we're making do, I guess, is the word you could say.
Mm-hmm. They say if you get a new one, it helps you get over it.
No. I'm not getting another
No?
animal. I don't like animals. I didn't want an animal in the first place.
Oh, you hate animals. What about cricket?
It's a dog. So the only exceptions are like properly trained animals.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, I know exactly how they move. So like after training an animal or a dog, like a dog is a big enough size where I could punch a dog.
This is a really weird start to the podcast, but okay.
Yeah, my fear of dogs got over when a pit bull jumped at me and I choke punched it.
Jeez.
I throat punched the dog, and then it whimpered and then sat next to me and was like, "I was just trying to play with you, but I get it, dude. All right, I'm gonna calm down." Because I used to be terrified of dogs.
Right.
And then, the pit bull got me over that.
So weird.
And then you wanted to punch it, right? Like that's how that ended?
It's not that I wanted to punch it.
It just did.
it lunged at me, and my natural response was, "Get it away from me."
I guess since this is where we're starting with the podcast, I just won't even talk about what I have to deal with for the next couple of days.
What is
But,
what?
It has to do with Tim and his dogs.
Oh,
So I won't even talk about what I'm gonna have to deal with.
why?
Or one of his dogs.
Yeah, well, one of his dogs is super hyperactive. I know.
No, one of his dogs is also super old.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, let's not put that juju on.
All right then.
Anyways, so yeah, I don't like animals. I don't. I never have. They love me, and I don't like them.
Since when? What is this? Cameron hates animals.
Oh,
shit
it's
coming
always
from?
been a thing.
No, it hasn't.
Yes,
There's no way.
no,
I don't remember this.
Because I don't bring it up.
When we were
Because
hanging out.
I don't bring it up because there's no need to.
Because you had cricket. I was like, well,
Yeah, well, yes, I have a trained animal. I'm not scared of a trained animal.
but like another cat, another snake.
Yo, cats aren't trained. Like, I mean, you can train them.
Yeah, but
I don't know
it's
about
just
you.
like
My
having a
cat plays
dog. They
fetch.
take
That's
care of
pretty
themselves.
Yeah, well, okay, I was gonna say, if you get a cat at a young age, you can train it to like have certain habits that you can deal with. This cat I got was like 15 years old already.
I guess. But I mean, even if you have like a slightly older cat, if it likes you and it gets to know you, you know.
Yeah, like I said,
you'll be fine. You'll still be fine taking care of it.
Animals love me.
You just don't like them.
I just don't like them.
It's weird.
I had no problem with this cat. I just didn't want a cat.
Okay, so why'd you get the cat? Did Becca really just demand a cat?
Becca and our old roommate really, really wanted a cat. And I'm like, all right, but you guys have to do everything for the cat. I'm not doing a single thing for it.
So who the hell has a snake?
Becca also, but that was her mom.
Oh.
Her mom's snake that we inherited.
That makes sense.
But yeah, again, it's just like I don't want
Animals.
Just don't care for animals, man. I really don't.
All right.
They require work that I don't want to put in.
Sponsored by Johnson & Johnson's Flea and Tick Remover.
For when you don't want to punch your dogs, but you sure don't want those fleas.
Oh boy, but yeah, no, it's just and like with dogs, it's a lot easier because they're bigger, so they're easier to move out of the way.
They're easier targets to punch.
Right? Yeah.
they're easier to.
You don't feel bad about kicking the shit out of a dog.
They're
It's a little bit bigger.
They're easier to manipulate, and
stronger.
The other thing about dogs is that most dogs, if they're trained, you can go, "Hey, stop that," and they'll stop that.
Cameron is out here like Akuma saying shit like I only fight dogs because they're strong, you know?
Really?
I don't even bother with cats and snakes because they don't stand a chance, but dogs...
It's the thing that like you look at an animal and you try to tell them to stop, and they're not going to stop. Why do I want an animal that's not going to listen to me?
I guess that's true. I guess I do kind of feel the same way about cats, where I'm just like, what's the point of even having a cat? They're not really fun.
I mean, there's certain cats that are trained and that are like fun to play with, like said Derek's cat, who knows how to play fetch. Yeah. But like, for the most part, cats just do whatever they fucking want, and then every
don't really give a shit.
Every now and then they'll love up on you or do something adorable.
It's not like you own a cat; it's like a partnership.
Yeah, and then with the
so weird.
With a dog, it's like I'm going to own you, but we're going to become partners at the end of it.
Yeah, that's because we beat it into their DNA.
Yeah.
Well, cats have only really been domesticated in the last, 200 years or something.
That's true.
Yeah.
Give it another 1,000 or something, and they'll be like dogs or whatever.
I kind of hope so.
Whatever we say. Then they will be the perfect creature.
Most nimble creature. And then add on a little bit of mass, and then they're going to be the most ferocious creatures that are trained as well.
That is fucked up. Make a cat a little bit bigger, and it's an unstoppable beast.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Have you seen all those gifs panthers, of panthers and snow leopards and shit that are just ginormous cats?
Mm-hmm. They're jacked. They have huge shoulder muscles.
And then you throw a box at them, and they just play with it for hours.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the best.
It's so creepy because you're like, that thing could tear me apart. It's so adorable.
Yeah. I mean, I got some markings on my hands that could prove that my cat can tear me apart too.
Right. Yeah.
Why do you think I don't like animals? All animals can kill me.
Well, if you stop punching them, maybe they won't kill you.
If you stop challenging them to a battle.
No, they must understand my might. But yeah, no, it's just one of those things that I'm just like, I could deal without animals.
I mean, dogs are cool. I'd always like to have a dog in my life.
I would like to have a dog in my life, but I have to get a puppy and train it, or else it's no reason for me to get an animal.
Yeah, what's the problem with that? Getting a puppy?
Well, yeah, but that requires me to put in time to train it and everything.
I mean, it's not that bad. I was training Tim's dog.
Yeah, I realize.
Yachty.
I know, and Yachty's much better now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's way better.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to everything I say. It's the best thing ever. He's only a year old.
Yeah.
It didn't take that long.
Yeah, no, training doesn't take that long, but it's just it just requires me to have a house and a schedule that allows me to take the dog on walks and things of that nature.
Yeah, it requires an iota of effort.
Mm-hmm.
So too much.
No, it's not. It's not too much. It's just, man, you guys are really going in on this shit.
I mean, let's be honest here, Kaz. You basically just said you hate animals.
Right? Yeah.
What,
I have to
psychopath?
Scrutinize you.
I don't like animals, man. I don't.
Anyone who doesn't like animals is a goddamn psychopath. I need you to prove
right,
me wrong.
I'll trust you.
I can't give you evidence that I'm not a psychopath, but I can say with the utmost honorability that I have not been diagnosed with being a psychopath.
Sounds like something a nervous psychopath would say.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, I played some video games this week. I played a lot of TFT, and I
played a video game too. I'm gonna be really shitty about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I played some video games. I'm pissed because my job is making me work on my tournament days on my locals, and I'm not happy about it because I just got them to agree to play Marvel.
Oh wow, they dodged a bullet right there.
No, they all love Marvel, and
now they can keep loving it.
Well, no, they're all my level or better.
Now they can keep loving it.
That makes no fucking sense. Just because you
now they don't have to play with Cameron.
Just because you suck at Marvel doesn't mean they just suck at Marvel.
Hey man, I'm just saying it is quite frustrating to play you in Marvel.
Yes.
Every other game, it's all right. Even if you're better than me at it, but Marvel. Just saying.
Guess what? They all play the same or better teams than I do. So therefore, I'm going to get it worse than them because I play a guy named Hager and Iron Fist. They have no air, or Hager has a little bit of air stuff. Iron Fist.
What you're telling me is that you're at the just right difficulty to be annoying, but people who actually know what they're doing can, have to deal 100%. With that. Okay.
I am annoying to anybody who doesn't know what they're doing, but people who know what they're doing are going to be either even with me or shit on me. There's no being worse than me.
Look, man, I'm just saying Tatsunoko versus Capcom is better.
It's a fun. No, I'm not gonna lie. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. I had a good time with it.
Just saying.
So I've been playing a bunch of Marvel recently.
So you're just not going to be able to play with your tournament at all?
No, I'm not gonna.
That's fucking shit.
I'm not gonna get to go because guess what? We're understaffed, and for some reason, no one can close on Monday.
See, now I got the opposite problem because we're overstaffed. Now I have extra days off.
Yeah, see, that's what happened to me this week. I was supposed to work four days this week. On Thursday, I was like, oh, hey, if because we've been staffing too many people in the mornings, and that's when I had my shift. So I'm like, I essentially called in, was like, hey, if you have too many people and you're giving out ADOs, I'd like to just be at the top of that list. And they're like, yeah, okay, we'll call you back if that's an opening. So they called me back and they were like, hey, so you want an ADO today? And I'm like, yeah, sure, this is great. I was like chilling. I was gonna get some stuff done, and then they call Friday morning too, and they're like, hey, do you want an ADO? And I'm like, sure, but now I'm not gonna get paid. Like, I'll take it, but so I'm like really hoping they didn't just butt fuck my hours.
I got you.
See, I asked for the 4th off, and I just assumed she was gonna make that my one day off because normally I work 6 days a week. Mm-hmm. But she not only gave me that day off, she gave me Sunday and Monday off for next week.
Oh, she's like
so. She just gave me a bunch of days off, and I was looking at the schedule. It's like, oh, it's because we got this many people working on all these days. She can't,
Yeah.
And plus, I'm getting paid like higher than everybody else in there already. So she's probably like, all right, we'll give them some days off.
Give them a break real quick.
But I guess, but
yeah, it's like, hey, you guys want to just move down to like Florida and well, maybe not you, Derek, because you have a cush job, but you want?
I mean, hold on, I'm listening.
Because you want to move down to Florida and just like work so I can go to my tournament.
Yeah, real quick.
Just like for like the next
drive 12 hours, work your shifts, and then
for like
drive back.
Just for like the next like couple months until I go back to the school where I can't ever go to a tournament.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'd be real busy then.
Yeah.
I have one of my buddies is a teacher, and he was bragging to us that he had like, what was it, like 50 some odd days off in a row.
Yeah.
I was like, you fucker, fuck you.
Yeah, I technically would get that too, but guess what? I'm not a teacher, so guess what?
Oh, yeah.
I don't get paid if I don't work, so I don't just like get those 2 months off.
Look, that is like such a real ass sentence. I'll get paid if I don't work.
Yeah, can confirm.
Just how it is. That's just how it fucking is.
See, teachers get these 50 days off, but guess what? They also get paid for all 50 of those days.
Yeah, because they're technically government employees or whatever.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been thinking about becoming a teacher.
See, like, so the hardest thing about being a teacher, other than like the actual job, is you get paid for all 50 of those days at once.
Yeah, so you got to budget.
Mm-hmm. So you got to budget your summer.
But I mean, like my buddy, he's like a hermit basically.
Oh.
He only comes out. He only comes out like he's in the music department, so he only comes out to do concerts, do D&D with us. Yeah, and that's it.
Nice.
Oh my god, I feel that so hard.
Very nice.
But guess what, Cameron?
What's up?
He also has a dog.
He also has a dog.
Yeah. He likes animals.
Guess what? He gets off at 7 or 5, actually.
That's not true. No, he doesn't get off at 5. He usually can't leave his job. He can't leave like the school until like 8.
Really?
Because of how much shit he has to do. Yeah.
Fair. He's probably does a lot of like.
Especially if he's a music teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. He probably does all the coordinating and stuff like that at the end of the day. Yeah. That's fair. But still, he gets off at 8. He still has another 2 hours to do whatever.
But does he have 0 period then if he's a music teacher?
I think he has like a study hall or something.
Oh, that's bullshit. We had to be there at like 7 o'clock.
I'll ask him. I think he did mention something like he has like a off thing maybe, but he might have just been talking about like his actual lunch period.
Oh, he might just not have a lunch class.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him.
Which is really nice because that means you get like an hour and a half to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, this really is the Working Man's podcast.
We had like that pregnant pause for a second where we all just kind of reflected on our jobs.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was just like, damn, I wish I had that. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Anyways, Let's keep the ball rolling. My week,
what else did you do?
Other than that, I've just been streaming. I got my Gato in. I gotta plug it up and get that working. I'm gonna try to do like a short.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Nice.
Might do a short stream today, or last week I might have done a short stream because this Well, actually, the podcast's coming out today. Maybe, I don't know. Fucking, it'll come out tomorrow. Something. Why am I talking about this? Bleep 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 bleep.
Are you okay, guys?
No, I'm
like fucking chill, bro.
He's like having a breakdown over here.
I'm just like, I don't.
Dude, it's alright to let them peek behind the curtain a little. Like, don't start having a stroke because you fucked up a little.
I was just like, I don't fucking know what I'm doing anymore.
I mean, this podcast is coming out like a week after that one gets released, so what does it matter?
Well, it's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. And by the time that this goes up, it'll be fucking...
Yeah,
it'll be next week, so tomorrow will have been like 6 days ago.
No, I'm putting out the podcast tomorrow, Sunday, on the 30th.
Yeah.
This podcast?
This one.
Okay.
Because we have to record for next week, because we didn't record this week.
Dude, we are recording this week, right now.
Yeah, it's Saturday. And then we just record, like, on, like, next week.
Yeah.
Like we normally do.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Anyway.
Anyways. Hey, guys. There's your peek behind the curtain. Cameron lost his brain for a second. He's going to be turning back online shortly. Hey.
That was so funny.
Hey, Deshaun. How's your week? Fuck my week. How's your week?
My week was, what did I do? I'll get stuff that I watched out of the way, I guess. What did I watch? Nothing. Oh, I watched Spider-Verse. It's on Netflix. That's still a really good movie. Mm-hmm. Still the best Spider-Man movie. I read the rest of a Justice League comic series they were just doing where they went to the future and they met themselves, and it wasn't very good. There was one shot of Superman, though, that was inspired by the father-son Kamehameha wave, which I thought was a fun fact.
That's cool.
Like, directly from the artist.
Yeah.
That's where he got it from. It's actually not that bad. It was kind of like they were exploring some Superman stuff, which I appreciate because nothing really does that too well anymore, and it did that pretty good.
Okay.
The rest of the Justice League kind of just sucked, and then they met their future selves, and they all just sucked. Batman was dead in the future because that's what happens.
Because humans.
Yeah, because humans. And everybody else was just old. Yeah, it was kind of whatever.
Does Superman age?
It depends.
Okay, it depends on the comic.
Yeah, because sometimes he's just immortal. Because in like Dark Knight Rises, not Dark Knight Rises, it's the movie. Dark Knight Returns. The idea is basically he's always 30 years old, so he hits his prime and stops aging.
Gotcha. Okay.
But in like Kingdom Come, he ages slower, but he still ages. So he has like gray hair on his temples in that story. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else did I do?
So you read some comics?
Oh yeah, I played so Dark Souls 2 was $10.
That's how I bought it.
So
actually, no, I got it for free.
What, did you have, a PS Plus or whatever?
Yeah, I got it for free.
Yeah. So I bought it because it was $10. Mm-hmm. Scholar of the First Sin, mm-hmm. which people tell me is like the version that fixes everything that was wrong with Dark Souls 2 originally. Mm-hmm. So I've been playing Bloodborne and Sekiro and Dark Souls 3 a lot. So playing Dark Souls 2.
Wait! Before you say anything, Derek, guess what he's gonna say?
Feels bad, or some varietal of that.
I think he's gonna say, I pressed circle and had a heart attack. Circle's the dodge button, if anybody doesn't know.
So I didn't even press circle until about 30 minutes into the game. I didn't use it at all.
You didn't? Really. You didn't dodge at all?
Not really. I didn't need to.
Oh, boy.
It was so fucking easy.
Oh, God.
So it feels like when you swing your sword, you press R1 to swing your weapon. It feels like crap. It feels like light. It feels like it has no impact. It feels like just bad. Rolling feels wrong.
Rolling feels really wrong in Dark Souls 2.
So wrong. It feels useless almost. It just feels awkward. But not like it matters because I never really rolled that much because enemies are so weak and pathetic. The first boss, I didn't even take a single hit. Oh. I didn't learn anything in the fight. I just stood next to his foot and hit him.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Okay.
That was that sucked. It was so bad. Like I haven't played it since, and that was like 3-4 days ago. Just
that's
a really, really bad start to this game.
That's the giant with the he rips his arm off and fights with that, right?
Yeah. I guess I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I just wailed on him, and then he was dead.
Like they should probably put in like a foot hitbox or hurt box so that he can actually hurt you with his foot.
Well, he did that. He would like try to step on me, but it was so telegraphed I could just walk away.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it should have like splash damage or something that like causes you to not be able to do that.
I never encountered it. If there was,
fair. I was just like
it was so easy that I just wailed on him. I think I probably rolled when he did when he went into a second phase or whatever. Yep. No, he did like a triple stomp or something that was supposed to catch you. So I think that was the only time in the fight I ever actually rolled because that was the only time I ever really needed to. But it was just like no challenge at all, which was immensely disappointing. Which it's already. I think the only real challenges in the game are like the pursuer when he shows up, but he shows up in that 1 second, and I could just run away from him. Like the instant I realized I didn't stand a chance, I just ran away, and then he disappeared. So I was fine. So I don't know. I'll try to jump back into it, but I was really not feeling it.
I can understand that.
So I also played Chrono Trigger.
Oh shit!
Just play the whole game. Damn, because I found my my DS copy.
I still have to get through that.
It's no Golden Sun. Now but
let's not be too hyperbolic.
Let's not get crazy. But it is one of the best like JRPGs ever. Like just
yeah.
It's my like when everybody talks about Final Fantasy VII, I'm like, nah, for me it's Chrono Trigger. Like that's my RPG.
To be fair, that's what a lot of people have been. Like,
even now. What was that?
I was saying that's what a lot of people say.
Yeah. But even now, like I think I've played it so much, like it still feels fun and fresh every single time I play it, and like doing all the side missions and all like that little extra stuff and just the attention to detail. I feel like I could play this over and over and over again and never get tired of it.
Yeah.
It's just that good. It's so fun.
There's a lot of stuff you can do in it.
There's so much character to everything, It's and like even has like little minuscule like make your choice and it'll change things slightly. Like stuff that doesn't really matter, but it's still fun. Like it adds something to just the world, Like whether you can like put a guard to sleep or just knock him the fuck out or just wait for the guard to leave or something, like little small things that really ultimately end up doing the exact same thing, but you chose it. Like this is your world.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of killed my hype for FF7 remake a little bit because it made me just realize how much I wanted a Chrono Trigger remake instead.
Well, hey, you know what?
And there was those people who were making the. It made me think about the people who were making the Chrono Trigger sequel, like the true sequel, not that Chrono Cross bullshit.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? I lost track of what I was saying.
Final Fantasy not being as good because Chrono Trigger.
Well, yeah, I was like, man, I was gonna get like a good Chrono Trigger, like a modern Chrono Trigger game. And now it kind of just made me think about how Chrono Trigger is basically just as dead as Golden Sun is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
sucks.
With this Final Fantasy remake coming out, there's a lot more people talking about it. So, hey,
that's true.
You never know. But I think Final Fantasy VII remake is something that's needed and is welcomed.
I don't know about needed. That's a little much.
Okay, yeah.
I'll say it's welcome.
You're right. Needed is a little much. Welcomed is definitely
like if anything that has the word remake after it, I
it's not needed. No, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
I doubt it's need how much it's needed.
Because
like if it's beloved so much that people want a remake of it, the original's probably fine.
Yeah. Well, the issue that I have of it, and this is something that I've find because I've picked up Ni no Kuni 2. Was I really want to play Ni no Kuni 1, but guess what it's not on? Literally any fucking modern console.
Yeah.
It's on PS3, and it's like, that's great. I could buy a copy on Amazon for like $70, or I can just wait for the remasters to come out on Switch and PS4. So it's like, I kind of get it. Kind of.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy VII is on PC, even if it's the worst fucking port I've ever seen.
Well, it's on PC. It's on the Switch. It's on the PS4. It's on the PS3.
I have it on PS3 right now.
It's on the Xbox. I have it on the PS3.
I'm pretty sure you can play it on PSP.
That game has as many ports as Skyrim.
It's got a mobile version. Like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I think it's cool, and like I kind of want to see because Cloud is so like spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't been paying attention to how much I don't finish games. I haven't finished Final Fantasy VII, but you know what game I have finished that Cloud's in? Fucking Crisis Core.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Crisis Core was my shit. Also Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts was cool. Yeah. That was the reason I wanted to buy Crisis Core, was because I find out who the fuck Cloud was.
Yeah, but that's the wrong Cloud though. It's a cool Cloud, but he's wrong.
I mean, to be fair, that's basically the Cloud at the beginning of Final Fantasy VII anyway. So, I mean, spoiler.
No, we're not doing this. You can't spoil. Final Fantasy VII is a fucking old ass game.
It's a 20-year-old game.
You can spoil the shit out of that game. Fuck this shit.
I mean, that's the joke.
I know.
The funny thing was, like, when I was playing Crisis Core and when I finished up, I was like, holy shit. Like, this makes me really want to play Final Fantasy VII. So I started booting up Final Fantasy VII, and then I was just like, I forgot how slow these games are. And I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
But
guess what? Chrono Trigger doesn't have that slow start.
Yeah, no,
you're
just
right
like,
in that shit.
Guess what? Now you're with Bulma.
See,
so good.
The one thing I will say though that I like about Final Fantasy slowness is that it lets it build, and like everything has more weight to it towards the end.
It does. Like the slowness does add to the atmosphere of the oppressing future.
It just makes it more
this
realistic.
Fucked up cyberpunk world.
It makes it more like it feels like it's more of a realistic type world. Like the world's more believable.
The thing I like about it is that, and I think Final Fantasy VII does this a lot better than other games, is that the battles feel like they matter.
They do feel epic. There is always that kind of significance to all the fights between the music and just the presentation.
And the other thing is, I've been playing through Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 10, and especially Final Fantasy 10, it feels like you just randomly get battles out of nowhere. It's like you're walking along the street where other people are just chilling and random battles start.
Yeah.
At least in Final Fantasy 7, it's okay, we're terrorists in this place. It makes sense that guards are going to be coming after us, right? Or that we're going to run into guards. This makes sense. I mean, admittedly, it still goes batshit off the deep end with the fucking talking dog, but whatever.
I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff in Final Fantasy 7.
There's a lot.
Final Fantasy, just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Moogles?
Have you heard of a vampire with a shotgun?
Yes, I have.
Because I have. And he looks awesome.
And a lot of people like to listen to Nightcore.
Shut up.
It's almost bad that I know exactly what you're making a reference to.
No, just mean Vincent's cool.
Oh, I know.
You know what okay, hold on. Let me go on a tangent. You know what I hate? I hate thinking.
Vincent?
No, shut up. I hate people who make fun of other people for liking edgy shit. Shit just looks cool.
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with edgy stuff. I think I think you can take it too far, like with anything, but there's nothing like inherently wrong with being edgy.
I think being edgy for edgy's sake is what makes it bad.
Yeah, I think if a design is edgy, I think you could just make it edgy for edgy's sake if you just want a cool design.
Well, I mean, yeah,
if it does add to the character, then that's good.
Yeah, like
Vincent.
I was gonna say Vincent. There's Dante, Virgil, all
Dude,
that.
Fucking
all
Cloud
of Devil May
in Kingdom Hearts 1 with the cloak looks
the
so
edge
cool.
God. It's one of the edgiest designs.
It's so cool.
I think that's one of the few times where I'm like, that's perfect. Like it's so bad, but it's
because that one I think is like, why do you look like this?
Why?
Like, why is your sword wrapped into this shit like this?
I
what was the point?
I just had the feeling that he opened like a new package of toilet paper and he was just like, "Fuck, gotta go." Like that was the one thing I never understood from Kingdom Hearts because I had never played Final Fantasy VII. Was like, why is this dude's sword wrapped in toilet paper? Like
why's he got the one wing or whatever?
Well, like that part I kind of got because it was just like
I know why, but like why?
Well, it's like when they redesigned
that shit before.
When they redesigned the sword, right? It was like okay. I always thought that there was something I needed to unlock to make him like unlock his full power and like Master forgive
like
me this one time.
On it.
Like yeah,
if there was something like that, like he had there were scrolls or whatever, there were talismans that were sealing his true strength because he couldn't control himself because Sephiroth was eating his brain or something.
That would
that'd be fine.
That at least makes sense.
But guess what it was? It was toilet paper wrapped around his sword.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the base of the sword is fully wrapped, and then like as it goes up the sword, it gets more unwrapped, and you can see the sword. So I always thought
he just got lazy.
Well, I always thought it was just like, oh, he's like using his sword but not unwrapping it fully for some reason. And I swear to God, I 100% in Kingdom Hearts so many times because I was trying to find different ways to like unlock something to make Cloud's sword completely unravel. And like
that's funny.
I was just like, why is this not working? This is bullshit.
Honestly, I feel like Cloud's his whole sword in Kingdom Hearts was like someone just showed him was like, I know it can make you look cool, and Cloud's just like, what? Oh, okay. I guess you're doing this now, and then just walks off after it's done.
Oh, he goes to the bathroom, it comes back, and like there's less shit on his sword, like there's less toilet paper on his sword.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was completely wrapped, and it's just like, I'm going to the bathroom.
So someone really needed toilet paper, but they were out, so they just went to his sword and started unwrapping it.
Dude, it'd be hilarious if in the remake they were like they did that as post game content, and then as the game went on after that, your sword got less and less toilet paper around it, and then eventually you had to go restock at a store.
What? That would be cool extra shit. Like, how did that even happen? Like, have a moment where like Cloud kind of just disappears, and you can only play as like Tifa and Barrett and whoever else you got.
And then Tifa
comes back and
ends
he's
up
got
with
a bunch
Sora.
of dumb bullshit. Oh God.
Have you guys seen the Kingdom Hearts 2 parodies from like fucking 10 years ago on YouTube?
I've seen a couple. You know what? I have seen a couple.
These are like the ones that people watched back in the day.
Yes, then I've probably seen them.
So
probably not.
It's the Japanese footage, and then he just subtitles over the subtitles with English and says whatever the hell he wants. So they're speaking Japanese.
No, I've not seen these ones. No.
Oh my God, it is so bad. It's hilarious, and I love the fact that he took the time to do this. And like the first 3 were really good, and then he made like 6 or 7 total, and it was just like after like 4, it was like, eh.
Started to milk it.
Yeah, but it was funny because it was like, you know the battle with Sephiroth, right?
Yeah.
Where they like go up into the air and like disappear into the light or whatever.
Yeah.
So Tifa's like. So dumb because Sora's like standing there with Donald and Goofy just watching this, and then Tifa comes after they leave, and she's like, "Fuck, missed him again." And then the part where she gives Sora Fenrir, she's like, "Here's my number, call me, okay?" And then she walks off. It's so stupid. It's so great.
I love dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, I love just how stupid and like obviously like. I'm gonna make this as ridiculous as possible. I just love that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not anyway. This man made a point.
He did make a point. It was pretty funny.
It's funnier in context.
Oh, for sure.
We need to move on.
Oh, yes.
Because we're talking about too much Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts shit.
Yes, we are.
I'm supposed to be talking about Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, we kind of got away from that one.
Anyway.
You know what we could do is instead of talking about Chrono Trigger, we could talk about another Akira Toriyama thing, which is Dragon Quest. Yes.
Hey, they're in Smash.
So
oh, is that what you were talking about? I thought you were talking about. Is WoW not out yet? Classic?
No, it's in August.
Oh, okay. Because I saw you tweeting. You said something was out, and I was like,
"Oh,
it must be
TFT,
Classic."
Teamfight
okay.
Tactics in League of Legends.
Yeah, you don't care about all that.
I heard Tactics and realized I didn't care.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so sad. They nerfed so much shit coming over from PBE, and I didn't even read a patch note about it.
Oh, I should probably look up that stuff.
No, like, well, it doesn't matter because you've only played on live, but like,
okay.
I used to just triple stack of Veigar with Ginsu's and Spear Shojin, and Rapid Fire Cannon,
Gotcha.
and just pew pew all up in their snoo all day, right?
Yep, that sounds.
And it was
right.
so fucking dumb. But apparently they've nerfed not only item drops, but they've also nerfed how many of each unit drops total. So getting a tier 3 Veigar is like nearly impossible.
That sucks.
Well, yeah, and it's like Veigar's like the one champion where you feel that oomph, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's just dumb. I'm just like, bro, this is like one of 2 strats I can actually use. Now the only one left is to go fucking Glacial Volibear with Rage Blade.
Or you should
Just
do
like-
double Rabadons on Liger and do 11k per ult.
double Rabadon Spear Shojin.
Yeah, it just nukes people constantly.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
No, it's just like I like playing the really OP shit, but like I like playing the really OP shit that no one knows about. And so like that shit was hilarious watching a Veigar with Spear Shojin and Rage Blade, because he would auto attack and then get like 4 auto attacks off in the actual animation.
Yeah.
So he would just ult, auto attack, ult, auto attack, ult, auto attack. It was just so stupid.
Yo, carry Mort is probably my favorite thing.
Oh my god. Speaking of Mord, they haven't nerfed him on live yet, and it's amazing.
Yeah, carry Mort is my favorite thing to do.
Holy shit.
Because you make him kind of tanky, but you both mostly just you put a Ginsu's on him, and you just watch the man go flip, 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 smash, flip, 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 smash, flip, 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 smash. It's some fun stuff. All right, now let's get on to something where Deshaun doesn't feel like he's like trying to blow his brains out.
What? Oh, hold on. Let me put this noose away.
You guys act like I don't sit here sometimes for 40 minutes just sipping
No,
my
I
fucking
noticed.
water.
Yeah.
I try to get you to talk about something, and I'm just like, I can't find anything.
I mean, you guys are sitting there talking about Bloodborne, Dark Souls or something. I'm just like, yeah, no, it's... YouTube is calling.
I thought you liked Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
I do, I just... I like it at a casual level, and, you know,
Yeah.
I see.
that's like asking to be crucified around here.
So you don't know about the Targon, do you?
The
Or
Targon?
not- Tarkus, sorry, I said his name.
I was about to say,
Tarkus!
I was about to say, I know about Targon. The imprisoned day soul.
No, Tarkus.
No.
The most OP badass in the world.
Yeah, literally, you can stand back and let him kill a boss.
What the fuck?
Yep.
He's like, he runs into battle with you, and then you can really just stand there, and he'll knock a boss off the arena, and it kills it.
Like, he just counters the boss every time it swings and knocks him back just a little bit further, and then off the edge. And he jumps off the edge with him, doesn't he? I can't remember if he jumps off the edge or not.
No, he doesn't. No, he just knocks him off.
Okay.
He just knocks him off.
But it's still Tarkus!
Yeah.
Tarkus!
Yeah, because it's really like, you're going in here and you think it's going to be a tough battle, and then he just does it all by himself.
Yeah. It's fucking great.
I love solo queue too.
Oh man, being carried is wonderful.
It
Yeah.
is.
You know,
And then that kind of thing never happens again
Really though.
in any Dark Souls
No.
game.
hey, as long as your game doesn't break and you think it's fun. Anyways, hey Derek, how's your week? We're gonna just go to that.
It was pretty good. Like I said, I didn't actually work too much this week, which was kind of good. Because despite Galaxy's Edge being open to the public now, like without reservations and shit, it's actually like surprisingly low pop. So, and which I've kind of been enjoying, but at the same time, it's like kind of sucky because we have just enough customers to where I can't just talk about whatever I want with my friends. But also not enough customers to actually like actively be doing something.
Gotcha.
So it's like I'm running a tray like once every minute or something, and so it's like I can't really have like a chill conversation or talk about like the French Revolution or something. Like I just like I don't have time.
It's steady enough where it's just like, oh god damn it, but not enough where you want it where you're like, oh, why am I here?
Yeah, it's like it's just steady enough to be annoying and not steady enough to be like letting the time go by.
Yeah,
right.
So other than that, I told my friend I'd edit his videos for him, but his Twitch stream doesn't save his VODs for some reason. So
that's a setting he has to mess with.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him know. But so I've been like I like looked, I'm like, oh, I promised him I would do that by the end of this week. I should probably get on that. And then I like typed in his thing because he made me an editor too, and so I could download his VODs. And then like I was like, there's nothing here. I was just like,
well, that was easy.
So I let him know, but it was just like I had that like surprise Pikachu face. That was me.
Oh.
The other thing I wanted to do is I downloaded or not downloaded, but I recorded some gameplay of League to like make a guide on, but I still have to like start writing that. So I don't know.
It could be very good.
It could be. Basically, it's about punishing mistakes, so it kind of applies to like every game. But I'm trying to decide whether to make it like a video about punishing mistakes or why Riven isn't OP, and I think I'm just gonna do a mix. That'll give me like 10 minutes of content.
Yeah, that'll work. I need to put out another salt mines video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else you do this week? Anything at all? Are you a fantastical beast?
I'm not.
Like that shitty movie?
Oh, you know what I did do? Was played Dragon Ball, and that shit was hilarious.
Ball. Is that Chinese stealth thriller?
No, it's Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh, okay.
That shit was hilarious because I figured out how to extend a certain combo on Bardock.
Nice.
There's a corner combo where you spike them into the ground, and then you can continue the combo from there.
Nice.
And I'm just like messing around with extending it with my assist and stuff. That shit was hilarious.
That's always fun. That's always fun. Yeah, it's great.
And yeah, it is. And I beat Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, like prequel game.
I've still never played that. I played every other Metal Gear game except for that.
It's literally one mission long for the story.
Yeah.
Which I heard it was short. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that short. I was like, all right, cool. That was a nice first. Oh, the game's over.
Would you say that it and all of its contents, because I hear it's pretty rich with stuff, would you say that it is better than MGS5 itself? Because that's what I've heard from people.
Admittedly, I've never played. The only other Metal Gear Solid game I played was Metal Gear Solid 3, and I couldn't get past the first like 5 minutes because I didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
I see.
But it was good. It was very self-explanatory. The one thing I didn't like was after. So you have to rescue 2 people, and after you rescue the second person, like actually pick them up, all of the dudes you like legit killed were like respawn.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Just the same guys, just they're back now.
Yeah, it was like
area resets.
Well, the only reason that I knew was because there were 2 guys that I killed, and like legit killed, and I put them in a shack, so they were butt buddies. And then I like came back later, and they were like checking out the cliff where I was gonna call the helicopter in, and I like looked, and I was like, man, that's really weird. I thought I killed the 2 guys over here, and so I like checked in the butt buddy cabin, and they were gone. I'm just like, motherfuckers. So
zombies.
But really though.
I mean, it's not a stretch for Metal Gear that there might be zombies.
Metal Gear Survive.
Metal Gear. Oh my god, I don't even talk about Survive.
Metal Gear. There.
That depresses me because the Fox engine is amazing. It's being wasted on garbage like that.
Admittedly, so the mission itself, I'm sure if you're a Metal Gear fan, would probably have taken like 15 minutes or something, but it took me like an hour, and it was fun. And then there's also like a bunch of side content in the games too. Like I've unlocked, I think it's the main mission was like 7%, and I only unlocked 1 extra thing. So, or I unlocked one extra thing in the mission, and then I unlocked like 3 extra side missions. So I'm sure there's enough content to warrant like the $20, but I got it for free from Humble Bundle. So,
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it was like, or I guess it wasn't for free, but it was like $12 for the prequel game and the actual full release game. Game. And then a bunch of other shit too. So it's just like, yeah, you know what? I've been meaning to like get in Metal Gear Solid. It's supposed to be a really fun game. It just reminds me.
So you have 5 now?
Yeah. Like I've had, yeah. So I downloaded both of them and then I just played the prequel.
Okay.
I will say that the graphics in that game are fantastic, and the cutscene. The cutscene at the end of the prequel, which I'm sure they alluded to in the main game.
I think they flash back to it in the story.
Where
it's significant.
The person jumps out of the helicopter? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, leading up to that, there's this part where they, like, perform emergency surgery on her. Mm-hmm. And they show her entrails and stuff. It's like, holy shit, that is visceral. I was like...
Yeah, because they're trying to show you that this villain is just evil. Like, he's just a bad dude.
Yeah.
Like more so than, like, the other cartoonishly evil villains. Like, he's, like, just sickeningly evil.
Yeah, and it was just like, holy shit. Like... I was like surprised because normally games will like kind of cut to the main character's face and that can give you the reaction, but like no, it's just like, hey, make sure her stomach doesn't fall out, and it's like, well, okay,
yeah,
that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, I'm just like I was impressed and surprised, and I was like, yeah, you know what, this is what games should do if they're pushing a mature storyline, is like show like, hey, war sucks, and this is like something that can come of it. Also, didn't know that you can cut somebody open and bleeding might not occur, and you can kind of dig around their entrails, and it's okay. Didn't realize that was a medical thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's how. Well, I mean, you'll be a little bit. I think.
Yeah, you'll be fucked, but
I think that's how they do like surgeries like that, where they give you something and then you don't. It kind of stops your bleeding.
I was gonna say. Also, if you don't pierce the arteries, it's not going to be as bad.
Yeah. It was just like, it was surprising that like I didn't really look into the actual,
science.
Like body mechanics of it, but it was like, yeah, I guess that makes sense that body organs can be kind of pushed around.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like they have to be, as long as they're not disconnected or anything from something, like, it'll be fine for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I will say that the actual full game doesn't really get too deep into that territory. It doesn't really get that dark, but it does get pretty dark, and it makes you think about like what war does to people and what war does to countries. That basically people come in, destroy the countries, and leave. They kind of get into that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I was just surprised. It also gave me a massive fucking reminder about how bad I am at stealth games. I am so goddamn bad at stealth games. It is hilarious. Like, I honestly want to make a video on it because I just want to like record myself playing MGS5, and the amount of times I go, "Fuck, where was that guy?" is going to be insane.
I could have made a montage of that playing Sekiro. Like, I think playing Sekiro forced me to learn to be good at stealth games because it's bullshit sometimes.
Guess who's amazing at stealth games?
Probably your brother, right?
No, this guy.
Me. Who? Your brother standing behind you?
No, me.
Your roommate or something?
Me.
Cameron.
Buttons.
I don't know about that, Cameron.
That's all I do in games that give me stealth.
That's true. You did play Assassin's Creed 2 online or whatever back when that was out.
Oh, dude, I love that shit.
Brotherhood? Yeah.
Brotherhood was my jam.
Yo, like, we never lost a match, so we started putting our own rules. That way we could actually have a challenge.
I think my favorite thing to do was all the people who would come up and immediately just try to kill you, so you just disarm them and walk away.
Or, you know what you do? What's even better is you just do smoke bomb loops.
Oh, yeah.
So you just get two or three other people, all hide near each other, smoke bomb, knock the shit out of people, they wake up, smoke bomb, knock the shit out of people, wake up, smoke bomb. And you could keep doing it until they all decided to respawn rather than wake up.
The thing was, they nerfed that in Revelations moving forward.
Oh yeah, they needed to. Like, that needed to happen. So what we then started...
They nerfed a lot of things in Revelations, like the story, and the characters, and the gameplay.
You're not wrong. They added a gun to my fantasy, and I was very upset.
Yeah.
I mean, they added a gun fucking AC2.
I didn't play AC2.
Oh yeah, well that's where they added the hidden gun.
Yeah, I didn't play AC2. I played Brotherhood though.
Brotherhood was. I actually think Brotherhood was probably the strongest as far as gameplay was concerned.
Yeah, I would agree.
AC2 was like cool, but they really like tightened up shit in Brotherhood.
Yeah. But yeah, so like the new strats after that were pillar strats and what's it called and bum baiting.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really play any of the Assassin's Creed multiplayers after Assassin's Creed 2. I think I played AC3 a little bit, but it didn't feel right.
I wasn't even aware they were still doing multiplayers for Assassin's Creed games.
They stopped.
I thought they. I was about to say I thought they just gave up on that.
They did, which made me upset.
I thought it was cool, but at the same time, it was like
because I thoroughly enjoyed the multiplayer.
But it started to suck ass, didn't it? After Brotherhood?
No. It didn't suck ass until the one or two before the last one.
One or two before. What was the last one?
I don't remember.
Odyssey?
Because I stopped playing Assassin's Creed because they fucking killed Desmond.
Origins.
I will say, AC Black Flag is kind of.
They killed Desmond in like Revelations.
They killed him in 3.
Yeah, they killed him in 3. And I didn't.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I didn't play any more after that. So
that was like 15 years ago.
So three.
There are like a million Assassin's Creed games out now.
So 3 was the last good, or 3 was the worst multiplayer that I played, and then I didn't buy any more after that because I was like, I'm not even having fun with the multiplayer either. The main part of the story is ruined for me, and there's no multiplayer. Why am I buying these games again?
Why? Wait. So Desmond was like the main thing. The main draw to you.
I told you guys this a couple weeks ago on the podcast that the reason
I want to hear it again.
The reason why I like the Assassin's Creed series was because I was excited for the future stuff they were going to do. And
because you thought Desmond would be a playable assassin and you'd be able to play like modern day assassins.
Yeah, and I thought it was gonna be like it was all gonna come up to like modern day, and they're gonna do a bunch of cool shit with like planes and like jumping out of planes and jumping into other things and whatnot, and doing all the Assassin's Creed and like no.
Yeah, then they made Revelations suck, so they were like, ooh, gotta do something else. Hey man, 4 is good. There's no Desmond in it.
4 is good.
4 was good, but I also don't like roads.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Cause you don't like probably one of the best parts of the entire game.
I will 100% say that they did a great fucking job with it, and as much as I don't like ship combat, I actually had an okay time with it. But again, pirates aren't really my thing.
I think
so. I guess you won't be playing that pirate game they put out, huh?
Probably not.
That ship combat game.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good. I'm not gonna really be into it, but it looks like it's gonna be good.
I think the thing I liked about that was that it made the ship combat better. It made it worthwhile, it still had the best. Like it had a lot of really fun shit to do.
Yeah, it did have a lot of fun shit to do. I will agree with that.
So like
going to fight those super ships that were fucking insane,
and it just had like the normal fucking like, Assassin's Creed bullshit.
I will say I'm probably part of the minority. My favorite thing about the Assassin's Creed games was just running up the buildings, and then they made so many different ways to not do that anymore. And I was like, but I just want to climb up the buildings.
They want to flesh out the experience of running on buildings.
And they're like, oh, but you can run up the building still. Yes, but there's a thing right next to me that's going to save me 5 seconds.
I think it's cool if you don't have to do that,
Got options.
But efficiency.
Who gives a fuck about efficiency? I'm running around stabbing people when I have a gun.
You're playing a fucking video game. You're trying to have fun, not be efficient.
I mean, if I'm speedrunning, sure. But I'm not speedrunning. I'm running around trying to gain as much money as possible, which means killing all the guards and looting their pockets.
Go ahead.
The way it worked for me is that, hey, guess what? I could spend 5 seconds getting up this building, which is going to be a lot of fun to me. But then also, I want to make use of my time, so I'm just going to take the lever that sends me to the top of the building instantly.
So you can't complain that you chose
to
choose the unfun option.
I can complain because I can't. I really can't. That's why
you really can't. So what's the other? What's their alternative to not give you an option?
Well, no. I think for like the general people who like the game, it's great. There's a lot of things in the game where I'm like, this is great for other people. I'm glad that other people are enjoying this. I am also enjoying it, but I just wish I didn't have a gun, and I wish I could climb up buildings.
You don't have to use the gun.
I didn't. I used it as little as possible.
So again, you're complaining about having options.
I am complaining about the fact that I don't want to complain. That's what I'm complaining about.
I'm sorry, can you run that by me again?
I'm complaining because I don't want to complain. Because it's good, everything is fine, but I fucking wish it was different.
See, now you sound like the version of me that you strawman, where you say my standards are too high and I'm just looking for stuff to complain about. That's literally what you just said.
You're like, this game has too many options. This is bullshit. I wanted a watered down version. God damn it.
I just want Altair back. Give me Altair.
God.
I mean, AC1 is available.
I know.
Yeah, you play it. It's out on like
PC.
That game is AC1's so fucking good. It's my favorite.
It's alright.
It's the worst in terms of gameplay. It's my favorite in terms of gameplay. Like honestly, the fact that you can actually air assassinate people in that game, but it requires you to like actually jump off a building, like edge off a building correctly and like do it in midair, makes it feel really cool. It makes it feel like, oh, this is actually a skill.
The one thing I wish, it's the one game that I was like, it's very similar to Sonic's Air Dash, where I'm like, I really wish jumping from pole to pole wouldn't like make you just randomly jump off in a random direction. It's the one thing I hate about that game is like crossing water because you can't swim. So crossing any water was like, don't jump the wrong angle. Don't jump at the wrong angle. And Altair is just like, whee!
Swan dive.
You'll be like going to jump off into a hay bale from like 5 stories up. And randomly he's like, nope, I want to try to jump to the other building that I clearly can't make.
So what's the next Assassin's Creed game gonna be?
Who cares?
Who cares? Like
exactly.
Like the one thing is,
Brazil, Forza Brazil. There you go.
I'd play that. I'd play an Aztec.
Yeah, Aztec would be interesting. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that they've gone to that like the fucking third person like.
Oh, they already showed what the next one's gonna be. It's gonna be like Norse or some shit.
Oh,
or not Norse,
yeah, you're right.
Like Scandinavian or something. Vikings.
They've changed the gameplay, and that's what I didn't like.
Yeah, they also did that. It's more like Dark Souls now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more like action oriented, like more to the actual fighting
and like
this running around.
If it was the only game that did that, cool. But that's like the trend of video games right now, right?
Yeah,
because everybody's trying to beat Dark Souls.
Everyone's trying to beat
like
Dark Souls or Devil May Cry.
Yeah, well, it's just like that's cool, but like Assassin's Creed had one of the few gameplays that was like enemy driven, you know, or not really, but like it felt a lot more like, you know.
I don't
know. Well, you would like follow a guy around the city, and you felt more like an assassin, and not just action man who's trying to hit something with a sword. You know, like I'm hunting you down. You know, you felt like a predator. You know,
or even like when you got into fights with like 20 guards, it was always them attacking you if you played the game correctly.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that people who use the sword played the game incorrectly. I'm just saying you shouldn't have been playing the game, but like. Like it felt unique, even if it was like, I'm just holding down right trigger and mashing X. Like, it felt unique, and that's what's cool. Like it had an identity.
And if you ever got bored, you could always see how many bodies you can count up to before the game crashes.
Or if you got bored, you could just use your fucking fists and go ham. But
or if you got bored, you could use a gun and snipe people from the rooftop.
Yeah, you could do that too. It was just like, and I don't like that it went back to or that it changed its style so much. Admittedly, I like aiming more in Origins than I did in any of the other games. It feels more precise. Except for the fact that they have motion control turned on for some fucking reason. Why would you ever turn on motion control with a game like this? There's no other fucking motion control in the game. What the fuck are you thinking, Microsoft? Ubisoft, I don't care.
Heavenly swords.
I'm just saying.
You mean that really shitty pile of crap?
Oh my god. I'm just saying, like, why would you ever turn on... Why is that I don't care that it's an option. Why is it automatically turned on? Who the fuck uses motion controls now?
Well, it's like games that start with the camera inverted, and you're like, come on.
Oh, there was some other game. Oh, it was fucking Legend of Zelda. It was Breath of the Wild. Fucking you can, like, for some of the puzzles, you need the motion control, so it's automatically turned on. But that includes, like, with the camera, that includes with the aiming. It's like, okay, cool, I got a steady shot, why is my fucking cursor moving? I don't understand. Why is it, like, wobbling around like
Here comes Cameron to apologize for, motion controls and tell us why they're actually good.
I was not gonna say that at all.
Lies. You were gonna say something about how actually Heavenly Sword actually played pretty good. It was a little obtuse.
When we played it again, you realized that I was just like, oh wait, no. But anyways, I was gonna say it's Nintendo. Is what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they won't give up on their motion stuff. They're like, we put the fucking money into it, damn it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get it for certain games, right? Like, if you want to throw it in Pokemon Let's Go, you know what? That was cool. It's cool to, like, feel like you're throwing the Pokeball. But, like, if I'm fucking sitting there with the Switch, or on the Wii U, in fucking, because I had Breath of the Wild on the Wii U first.
The what? The what U?
No, the Mario Kart machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like, I'm using the fucking, like, the tablet, right? Mm-hmm. Why is that motion sensitive when I'm aiming an arrow? That does not make sense. The whole point of the tablet, that I'm playing on the tablet, is so that way I can fucking do shit while my parents are watching TV. Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking aim my fucking tablet around like a jackass and be like...
I can just imagine that. I can just imagine that. Especially if you have parents that like don't understand fighting. Or not fighting.
Right, yeah.
Like,
so you just...
understand gaming in general.
It's just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? And then Assassin's Creed Origins did that with the fucking PS4, like the DualShock 4 controller, and I was just like, why is this happening? There's no motion control anywhere else in the game.
I'm always kind of disgusted when I'm playing a game and the motion control little thing shows up for some, like the little, like the tutorial to use motion controls on the controller shows up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought it would, like, come on, stop trying to force this down our throats. No one cares about this thing.
This is okay if you're in a VR system, because that whole thing is motion control.
But they're putting it in just like regular games and stuff now. It's so stupid.
Well, it's like, I don't mind motion control. Yeah, exactly. When it's in specific games, But like, so for example, like I saw on Amazon right before this podcast, there's like Wii Boxing, or not Wii Boxing, but it's like boxing fitness on the Switch, right? And that actually looks cool. And like the Switch Joy-Cons are like really like motion sensitive. I really like how they feel and like when they actually do shit, because they added like, what was it, like 3 extra motors or something to be like really precise with the motion.
Yeah.
And like, that's cool. But like, why would you ever put that in my fucking like, Fire Emblem game? Like, I don't need to figure out like
motion control.
I don't want to have to swing my axe when I'm pretending to be a strategist.
That's funny. Yeah. Motion control Tetris games would be disgustingly annoying.
Dude, Battle Royale Tetris with motion control.
I mean, Battle Royale Tetris already exists.
Yeah, no, just add motion control, baby.
Yeah, add motion control. It'd be the perfect game.
I just imagine someone in the train, like, to move left, you have to shake your phone like 4 times to the left. So they're just like violently shaking their phone back and forth.
Is there other fighting games that utilize motion controls yet?
I'm sure that there are some, but I don't know.
Horrible failures.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're eventually going to make a fighting game where, like, the thumbsticks...
It's going to be 100% motion control.
Or no. Thumbsticks are, like, all your weapon movements. So, like, I mean, it would be cool...
there already is a game like that.
Is there?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, because I feel like that would be, like, the worst thing ever.
I want to say I saw the Super Best Friends play it on Friday Night Fisticuffs once.
I got you. Alrighty. You think that's a podcast?
I think that's a podcast.
It was a pod and a cast.
We did talk.
We did indeed cast some pods.
We did talk for some time on the internet.
And we did record it.
And we recorded it.
For posterity.
So I think that's a podcast. Alright. Where can we find you at, Derek?
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Cayman2nd.
Alright. And Deshaun, where can we find you?
Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter, Super Urban Buddha on Twitch, and Mr. Urban Buddha on YouTube.
And you can find me at I Press the Buttons on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And I need to remember to introduce us when we start the podcast.
Nah.
And laugh at
It's
yourself.
episode 22, baby.
Catch you guys next time.